We got freedom, but do we get direction? From hope to confusion, from soldiers to suits, the question still remains.
Now who do us this thing?
Now who do us this thing? Now who do us this thing? Who carry Nigeria
Go this way.
from oil to tears, from hope to fears,
While we still pray.
Now who do us?
This
Leaders come and go.
way.
Some try small, some spoil all,
But we still stay.
Tafawa, yeah. Tafawa talk, unity, dream just begin. But power struggle scatter everything within. Coup after coup, gun replacement. Brothers turn enemies again and again. But one say no victor, no vanquish. But one still they never vanish. Matala came sharp like fire, but bullet cut short that desire. Obasanjo hold down, hand down to civilians. But story no change for the common man. Now who do us?
Sharp carry time, money start to fly.
Economy weak,
People they cry.
Buhari come with iron hand, discipline strong, but hunger for land. Babangida,
People still they vex.
except programs scatter many necks. Abacha era, fear everywhere, money disappear.
Truth no they there.
Hope they come, but it they go. Nigeria story now up and down show. Democracy come, people shout freedom, but corruption still built kingdom. Obasanjo back again, second chance, but light still no day, no advancement. Jada do a tribal health, no breed. Jonathan come with soft energy. Transformation and the slogan, but insecurity still hold the nation. Buhari return, people believe. Change, now the world where they receive. But hardship rise, people tire. Fuel, food, everything they higher.
No be only leader make me talk true.
Waiting we serve they do.
Waiting we said they do.
Hey.
Selling votes, keeping quiet. While the system they riot.
If we know it, nothing go change. The future still there, our hands to arrange. Now who do us?
What's this thing?
Or now we do ourselves. If we don't stand for truth today, who go help ourselves? Now who do us this thing? Nigeria must rise again, from pain to power. This our hour. We don't go fall again.
No be only leader make me talk true.
The story never
No be
finished.
only leader make me talk true.
The next chapter.
No be only leader make me talk true.
Now you go right
No
on.
be only leader make me talk true. No 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 be only leader make me talk true.
We got freedom, but do we get direction? From hope to confusion, from soldiers to suits, the question still remains.
Now who do us this thing?
Now who do us this thing? Now who do us this thing? Who carry Nigeria go this way? From oil to tears, from hope to fears, while we still pray. Now who do us this? Leaders come and go away. Some try small, some spoil up, but we still stay. Tafawa, yeah. Tafawa talk, unity, dream just begin. But power struggle scatter everything within. Coup after coup, gun replacement. Brothers turn enemies again and again. But one say no victor, no vanquish. But one still they never vanish. Matala came sharp like fire, but bullet cut short that desire. Obasanjo hold down, hand down to civilians. But story no change for the common man. Now who do us?
Sharp carry time, money start to fly.
Economy weak, people they cry. Buhari come with iron hand, discipline strong, but hunger for land. Babangida, people still they vex. Except programs scatter many necks. Abacha era, fear everywhere, money disappear. Truth no they there, hope they come, but they go. Now give a story now up and down show. Democracy come, people shout freedom. But corruption still built kingdom. Obasanjo back again, second chance. But light still no day, no advancement. Gotta do a tribal health, no greed. Jonathan come with soft energy. Transformation are the slogan, but insecurity still hold the nation. Buhari return, people believe. Change, now the world where they receive. But hardship rise, people tire. Fuel, food, everything they hire.
No be only leader make me talk true.
Wait till we serve they do.
Wait till we serve they do.
Hey.
Selling votes, keeping quiet, while the system they riot.
If we know it, nothing go change. The future still there, our hands to arrange. Now who do us
This thing,
or now we do ourselves? If we don't stand for truth today, who go help ourselves? Now who do us this thing? Nigeria must rise again, from pain to power. This hour, we don't go fall again.
no be only leader make me come true.
The story never
No be
finished.
only leader make me come true.
The next chapter.
No be only leader make me come true.
Now you go right
No
on.
be only leader make me come true. No 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 be only leader make me come true.
Sunday Politics on Trust TV. Hi, I'm Clement Oloyede. As political realignments intensify ahead of the 2027 general elections, opposition figures are forging new alliances, reviving old partnerships, and reshaping the country's political map. At the center of much of the speculation is former Kano State Governor and the Konkosia movement leader, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso. Questions continue to trail his reported political moves, including his alliances, talks within the newly registered Nigerian Democratic Congress alongside Peter Obi, as well as claims from some quarters that his calculations could favor President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or as some have even outrightly put it, that he might be working behind the scene for President Tinubu. There are also growing questions about the future of the political structure he has built in Kano and what it could mean for opposition politics in 2027. In this exclusive interview earlier recorded with Trust TV, Senator Kwankwaso speaks on coalition talks, opposition strategy, and the evolving political dynamics ahead of the next election. Here are extracts from that conversation. Former Governor of Kano State, former Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, thank you for this opportunity to interview you for Sunday Politics on Trust TV.
Thank you.
Since 1999, perhaps apart from 2007, this is the first election that we're having, and suddenly it's difficult to describe you going into the election. What do I mean by this? Every election, you're an aspirant. for this election? We don't even know how to describe it. What's your position for this election?
Thank you very much. Let me thank you for coming, and also take the opportunity to thank Nigerians who have been very supportive to me as a person since we started this journey in 1991. And I'm so happy with Nigerians, especially my good people of Kano and even Nigeria, where I contested quite a number of elections and of course won most of them. And let me particularly thank all members of our party, the NDC, especially the leader, His Excellency Dixon, and of course all the National Executive Council and other members at various levels across the country. And particularly I want to thank the Nigerians, both at home and abroad, who have been registering en masse into our party in the last couple of weeks since we joined the party, the NDC. So we are happy in the party. We are happy with our friends, brothers, and sisters across the country, especially His Excellency Peter Obi, who has been very useful in the party and has been going around to encourage people to register with NDC and, of course, the INEC.
How do you feel going into this election? Are you an aspirant still or just a party chieftain?
No, I believe the party will decide. I think at the end of this month, there will be a national convention, another national convention. The last one we had was the party leadership, where we concluded our congresses at various levels and, of course, had our national convention to swear in our leadership at national level. Of course, the next one, which is also coming at the end of this month, is to ensure that our candidates are elected or selected depending upon the situation which the party is handling itself.
I know there's been so much talk about your alliances since the party particularly zoned its presidential ticket to the south. The OK movement, Obi Konkoso movement, has been dominating the social media. Your alliance with Obi, beyond just the presidential election that we're looking out for, what are your concerns? What are you worried? Are you worried that ideologically your movement and that of his movement may have challenges along the way?
Well, in the last couple of weeks, actually, we tried to check what the obedience were up to politically, what they want to do for Nigeria. And of course, when we compared the two movements, we realized that our goal is more or less the same. Meaning, in summary, that we want to make Nigeria a better place for all of us, especially the young men and women who believe very good people in this country who need the attention of government. Of course, they don't need too much. Basic things, education, job opportunities, security, and so on and so forth. These are the issues that are on the ground. And we also agreed that experts would look at our blueprint and their blueprint so that they can compare and see. In fact, they have gone so far. But based on our discussions with them, I believe we have one target, making Nigeria a better place.
Okay. I know you have one word that said the ticket of Obi Konkoso is almost a done deal, pending the decision of the party. Any worries that this might change?
Well, I'm not sure if anything will change. We are happy with the party, and the party is also very happy with us. Both of us are loyal party members. Both of us have the good interest of the country at heart, and so also the party itself. So I don't think anything will change between now and the end of the month, because it's like everybody is happy.
So Nigerians can expect Obi and Konkoso on the joint ticket of NDC in 2027?
Well, I believe so. And talking to the party, I think that is their mindset. And once that is done, in fact, even before now, I'm talking about the OK.
Yes.
Before it was zoned to the south, the obedience were saying OK, and people from our own side of Konkosia were saying KO. So whichever the case now, because the party has settled that now, yes. That's why I've seen young men and women across the country, and even beyond, working so hard, opening offices in the world, in the local governments, in the state, in Abuja, in abroad, and everywhere. And people are ready to make sacrifices because you see the situation as it comes today. Everybody is looking for a way out because the status quo is not good enough. And therefore, people are working around the clock independently. And of course, they decided they are doing it voluntarily. We're happy about it. And that's how politics should be. Politics of this country should not be left in the hands of money bags. People who would cheat people for 4 years, collect all the monies, both local and international, and start purchasing or procuring people on the election day. I am sure in the next election, Nigerians will come out very strongly to defend their interest. And that interest, of course, is the interest of the country itself.
This week, your name came up when the national chairman of the People's Redemption Party made some comments, some would say allegations that yourself and Peter Obi met with his party and demanded for automatic presidential and vice presidential tickets, and perhaps that was the reason why you didn't join the PRP. Because the Kongosia movement has responded. But why do you think this came up at this moment? We would like to hear from you. Was there any discussion with PRP to this effect?
Yes, you see, when we realized that the ADC has issues, not only me and Obi, many other people in the ADC thought of Plan B. And during that time, the first party that came to mind was the PRP, NDC at that particular time, and many other political parties as a standby. At the end of the day, when the judgment came, the last judgment from the Supreme Court, we asked our lawyers to analyze and advise us. The advice coming to them from them was to say, yes, you are better if you look at an alternative. And that was when we decided to contact the parties. And yes, we had a meeting with him. And it was very fruitful. He is our friend, he is my brother. And at the end of the day, after a discussion with him, just preliminary discussion, this is our intention. But we told him we are talking to other political parties. And at the end of the day, we'll weigh all of them, and then we select one. So after making all this analysis by our committees, they advised that we better work with the NDC. And I personally called him and thanked him. I was so happy that he listened to us. He was very helpful to tell him that, look, this is what our committee recommended, not PRP, because of these few issues that the committee told us. So I don't think there was any issue there. It's everybody knew. I don't know why you're even asking the question.
The question that perhaps arose from your clarification is that you said you called him after your decision to join the NDC and not the PRP. Yeah, so when he made these comments this week, did you think this was made in bad faith? How did you feel about it?
For me, it's not even an issue. Even yesterday, I had a one thing. Okay. I think I was talking about your paper, writing something which probably was mischievous. And I said, don't worry, I didn't even see. I was with Peter at that time. You say, don't tell me. We didn't even see. There are so many issues in the country. Now, if you say, I called you and you wanted a ticket, or you wanted this and that, that's not even an issue. Everybody knew we were looking for alternatives. We had a meeting with him, but only at preliminary level. Not, I wanted this, give me a ticket. We are not there yet. So that's the situation.
All right. There's still growing perception among opposition that though you have publicly criticized the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there are still concerns among them that perhaps you're working behind the scene for Tinubu to return in 2027. Some are making reference to what happened in 2023, that you took some of the votes that would have gone to the opposition, and that perhaps maybe that's what you're doing again. How do you respond to that?
You see, in this country, there are so many people who will go and make all sorts of claims, insinuations, and so on and so forth. Now, if what we are doing in NDC now is supporting Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right? So be it. But the reality is there on the ground. This is the most fastest growing political party in this country. Within a couple of weeks, millions of people have registered. We have our presidential candidate, and of course, the vice coming at the end of the month. So there are no allegations, and it's part of politics. But I believe that people, the vast majority in this country, we are very serious people. We are not jokers, and I believe that people would continue to know us in the field of politics. So people are free to say whatever they want to say, and we are determined, we are committed, we are focused in what we are doing.
As far back as December 2025, the Daily Trust newspaper reported exclusively then that you had a meeting with former President Olusegun Obasanjo, and that the part of the discussion in the meeting was towards you joining the ADC. And that the goal then was basically just to stop the ambition of Vice President Atiku Abubakar, and that if that does not work, you and Peter Obi will leave and form another party. Some are adding 1 + 1 together and say that you have joined the ADC. A few weeks later, you left. Now you have joined NDC together with Peter Obi. Is that plan still ongoing?
You see, there are many people who always want to be mysterious and going down, talking about individuals. You see, I am one of those who came from my town. My journey is long now. I'm not a politician. I'm not against any politician in this country. And people who always talk about an individual reducing his votes, splitting his votes, I believe they are belittling us. people should know that we are beyond that. When I started in 2023, I was very serious. I wanted to win election, not to stop any candidate or reduce anybody's votes and so on. I have done my best under that circumstance, and I think my best was good enough to defeat everybody in Kano. Of course, we have issues with the party, small party, the attitude of the leadership in various states, lack of quality candidates, and so on and so forth. But really, we are very serious. And the issue of supporting or reducing the votes of anybody in this country, I think it's not correct.
Right. Still, after that, after you left the ADC for the NDC, I think that was when former Vice President Atiku granted an interview wherein he was analyzing your voting strength and reduced you to only strong in Kano. And that even that Kano, you no longer control it as you used to control. How do you feel when you heard that?
I am still what I am. And I always enjoy people who underrate our capacity to perform in many areas in government, in politics, whatever. Many people want to go, and I think it's good for you. Because many people go to bed.
It makes you like an underdog. You like being an underdog?
Many people think, oh, you cannot do anything. Okay, you cannot do anything. I think the biggest problem many people have is either envy or forgetting the history. I have history in politics. And anybody who thinks or who chooses to underrate to have a conversation, I think you should think, okay.
Yeah, let's talk about the strength of the party, NDC. A lot of people are saying that, unlike 2023, when you took the NNPP, became his presidential candidate and contested election, and did relatively well coming forth, NDC is perhaps a different ballgame because you are not going to be on the ticket as a presidential candidate. And such people are saying that a lot of people in the North don't even know the NDC. What are you doing to cascade NDC information and the knowledge of the party down the grassroots?
This party now is about 3 months old. And if you go to our portal and see the number of people who have registered, you'll be amazed. We believe that being the fastest growing party, and we have a very long time for campaign. Now we are in May, and between now and January, you have about 8 months. 8 months is a very long time. And I can tell you, the graph of this party is going up. It's not coming down. And any time it goes up, it means that other parties' graph is going down. So I'm very comfortable that between now and the end of the year, people will be shocked by the growth of this party, NDC. So we only pray that people should continue to support the party.
Let's talk about your relationship with Peter Obi. In the past, as early as the First Republic, the North and the Southeast had some form of alliance. But some will say 2026, 2027 is a different ballgame. A lot has changed. How do you intend to, if Obi end up being the presidential candidate and yourself as the vice presidential candidate, how do you intend to market him, to sell him to people of the North in this very divisive political terrain that we have?
Yes, I think if you check the social media and the narrative elsewhere, you could see that there are many people who try to be mischievous. But actually, they are not succeeding because Nigerians are wiser now. You cannot go to my village and talk about, in terms of leadership, and talk about religion, ethnicity, North, South, and so on. People are so pressed to the extent that they are not looking for good governance. They want their children to go to school. They want peace in their localities. They want education and all other opportunities that are available. And you're absolutely right that during the First Republic, even Second Republic, we had a very, very good alliance with the people of the South, especially the Southeast. And we have worked very closely. And even this history is important because people would think that we never had any alliance or friendship with the Southeast. We had it. And along the line, some events happened, things changed. The vast majority of the North were working with the Southwest and so on and so forth. But you can see that maybe because of the operators, maybe because of the circumstances, it's no more working. Because people are asking questions now. People are not too worried about who becomes the president in terms of his religion.
Everybody knew, including those who announced the election, that ticket won. Nobody was shouting. Nobody was talking about it. It was based on love and competence. We loved MK Abiola in the North. And don't forget, that time I was 50 Speaker House of Reps. So we were actors. It was not like the history that our grandparents were telling us. We worked so hard. Even me in Kano, I was sharing the same the same polling booth with Tofa. Same box. We defeated him there in favor of Abiola in the Southwest. We defeated him in the local government, and even in Kano, where Tofa comes. And his house and my house were just about just moving the throne in this person. So that was when politics was politics. Tofa, my senior brother, was defeated by us because it was the politics. We were looking for who could do the job, not because we didn't like him or everything. It's somebody that I had a very, very good relationship with him because he's my neighbor. Very close to my house and his house, very close. So nobody was shouting Muslim. And up to today, people are respecting that election. To the extent that Nigeria or the government of this country now designated June 12th as Democracy Day. And nobody was complaining. No Christian, nobody anywhere was complaining. It was after that election that many things happened. And you see, weak politicians are very mischievous. We can't say they had nothing to say other than ethnicity and religion when it suits them. And you find them changing the whole cost. In the morning, they put it there, in the night, when they are playing, they change the positions and so on. They're not consistent. So, you see, if you are playing politics in your village, you can talk of religion, you can abuse any other person who is practicing a religion other than your own. You have no problem. Maybe even in Kano, you can do that. But when you come to our level now, national politics, everybody is important. Christians, Muslims, or even those who have no religion or practicing any other religion. So, you see, we are trying now to box ourselves into corner again. And the mistake of the past, like the issue of annulling that MK Abiola and Babagana Kingibe Muslim ticket, is what we have been paying. You know, immediately after the when our president then was going, he had to go to the southwest to appease them to say, look, your brother should come, that's Shonakan. Very good man, we worked together, but he just took that advantage. Even after that, the same leadership from the north had to go and bring in Obasanjo, and so on and so forth. Even these ones are beneficiaries. So what we are saying now is that yes, we are Northerners, we are Muslims, and everybody knows that it's not. But we can't play politics without Christians. We can't play politics without Southeast or South or Southwest. And if you look at it,
instead of spending hours creating metadata for a photo of this truck to put in a catalog, we're using.
Peter Obi from the Southeast, for whatever reason, today he's a very popular human being, a politician in the entire South and many parts of northern Nigeria. And you cannot take away that from him. The same thing with Konkosia movement, we're everywhere. But you see, we are lucky that our supporters are mainly young men and women who are looking for a way out. They are not looking for their brothers or their sisters or somebody close, no. And our experience, practical experience, we know that you can support your brother to be there, like we did during the Buhari days. We supported him, bringing about 2 million votes from Kano for him. And until he left, I don't think he wanted to hear us in the villa. But if you look at back Obasanjo days, he, from the Southwest, made me Minister of Defense. He gave me all the trust he could. So it's not like your neighbor, or your brother, or somebody who is of your religion is the best for you. No. Look at people of capacity, people who can deliver.
Talking about that, I think politics, they say all politics is local. Kano still remain your base. Going into this election, seeing what happened over the past few months, your once trusted political godson, your PA, and to a very large extent, your in-law, if I'm correct, governor of Kano State, you went about it. How does that affect the political calculation going into 2027?
I think it's a mistake. Very big mistake.
The governor?
Very big look at history.
No human being anywhere that I know, including Kano, who would be treacherous at the same time to succeed. I've not seen one. It may look like you are succeeding, but at the end of the day, you will just crash. If anybody is in doubt, they should look at the situation of Ganduje. Ganduje tried it. We just gave him on a platter of gold based on the fact that he was my deputy and senior in the Konkosia group at that particular time. The one he started fighting. Politically, where you see now, the same Abba PA you're talking about, goes everywhere claiming that he is the leader in Kano. Is meaning in the APC in Kano, of which Ganduje is a member now. So anybody who thinks if we don't have governor, we have problem in Kano, he doesn't know us. From 1999 to date, I can tell you the few times that we don't have Konkosia in government house was maybe a mistake somewhere.
Like in 2019, same Abu one day, everybody knew. When they do Mabu at this level, together with people who are similar, shadows, they took it out from us, by INEC, by the courts, and so on. But practical election center, even 2003, when I lost the election, we knew what happened. That's why I just laughed at it and left. Because we know the truth, and the people are there. In Kano, in particular, You may hear politicians like me going this party, that party, changing this and that activities from NPP to APC. There is 1% of people. That's we, the politicians, for example. The vast majority of voters are just there. They're just listening. Sometimes they get angry, sometimes they feel happy. And they have been consistent in Kano. Nobody can change them, not now. So, and we're used to get winning election without government. Even him in 2019, we had no governor, we had no president, we had no local governments, we had almost zero elected people. He won 2019. The same thing in the last 2023 election. We had no president, no governor, no local government chairman, and so on. And it's even more now. Because with over 1,029,000 people who voted for him are angry now. Because they refuse to collect it. They refuse to collect their Maggi, noodles, textile, just to vote for us. We had no money.
So would that be mathematically correct to say all those people and everything? And from where I'm not coming from was, you, apart from the governor, you also lost Senator Kawu Smaila, who was voted on NNPP's party under your leadership. You've lost some others, and Kano, I think, just Kano South, and some other leaders in House of Rep members, chairman. So we say each of these people that have also lost, apart from the government, also contributed to the over 1 million votes that NNPP got in 2019. So will you not be overshooting your relevance in that election?
You see what we have in Kano is movement. Every other person is just like a block in this area. So that's what I tried to explain to you. Now we lost them. We are not happy about it. But they make mistake also. I can tell you that we brought 18 out of 24 House of Reps members. 30 left us, and left us with 1-9. Similar in the State House of Assembly, we brought 26 or 27. Now we have 2. All of them left. You know what? Why?
What's that?
Money. Because there's just nothing. You're in Kano, and you are leaving the party that brought you in against all the odds. And in the party and the voters, nothing has changed.
But you also left the party, the same party, the NNPP. And the same reason they gave was the same reason you eventually also gave when you left.
It's different.
Also?
Oh, yes. Even when we won in 2023,
yes,
we brought a small party. It's a system.
Okay.
We lead the system. They are individuals in the system. That's the difference.
Okay.
So I can tell you that they made huge mistakes. But on the other hand, they didn't tell us what we also gave.
No, I'm coming to that. But before I go to what you gave, because that's my next question, on a personal level, you probably, when you lost former Governor Ganduje from the Kongosia movement, a lot of people don't think it will be as painful perhaps as this one because of the personal relationship between you and the government. How has this political split affected that personal relationship?
No, you see, when Ganduje left us, well, that was the first time we were able to establish a government in Kano outside my leadership. Of course, when we left, we were not very sure of the outcome. And that was why in 2019, when we decided to, of course, he has left us, when we decided to put a candidate, we decided to test our system. That's why we went down and got our PA to see if the system was working. And you could see, despite all the odds, my PA won the election in 2009. So also same candidate in another smaller party, not PDP, that time, won the election again. So I think our system is well established, well tested, and well trusted. And the good thing is, not only Kano, many other places now are coming up. And we are so happy about it, to the extent that we always thank Nigerians, especially those who have decided to do politics of ideology, not politics of money. And that is why we also are happy with obedience. It's based on similar. Obi, I don't think it's giving people money. It's not, I don't think so. No. Because with you, the little time I spent with him, I realized you have so many things in common.
I want to move away from your relationship, but just one final. When you have family meeting, is Governor Abba still allowed to join in the family meeting?
That's too personal to ask.
I'll leave it at that. Talking about those that have come in to join, we've seen former Senator for Kano South, former Governor of the state, Senator Kabul Gaya, former Deputy Governor, who was the candidate at APC in 2023, Nasir Gawuna, are now back with you. These are people that were considered your rivals going into the 2023 election. How have you been able to manage these new people joining, plus the original, so to say, Kongosia movement members?
You see, the way we operate
is unique in the sense that all those people knew us very well. They know how we operate. And of course, they have to accept our way of doing things in Kano. First and foremost is the loyalty. You come in, not with conditions or anything. But of course, we ensure that we don't allow enemies to laugh at you. Even not to get what you want on day one, not even sometimes on day two. But once you are patient, you'll benefit. I can tell you our system is catering for its own very well. I can tell you, even those who are in SDP with me in 1991, those that we lost in active service, meaning they died in Concoursia. Up to now, the system remembers them and supports their families in whatever way we can, including sponsoring their children into various positions in terms of election, appointments, and so on. So we know our own, we don't leave them. We always work together with them, whether alive or dead.
There's already intense speculation and calculation on who may emerge as the governorship candidate of NDC, now that you are the leader of NDC in Kano. You have a very loyal former deputy governor, Comrade Aminu Abdusalam Dozo, who did not join the governor in movement to APC. And now you have former deputy governor, former governorship candidate Nasiru Gawuna, also in the mix. How are you planning to address this seeming conflict that might be prevented?
There's no conflict, not at all. Not at all. All of them, you only one will be governor. Maybe only one deputy governor. Maybe 3 senators and so on and so forth. For now, we have not sat down to decide on those issues.
Okay.
But very soon, we will go to panel. We'll sit down with the stakeholders. We will listen to them. And at the leadership level, we'll take decisions. I can assure you, we will all work together and move forward.
But Kano politics, they know this better than a lot of us. But still, there are some calculations involving Kano politics. Comrade Aminu Dozo comes from the northern part of Kano, while Gawuna comes from the south, from the central part, where you also come from. Over time, Central has always been the deciding vote because of the huge number. Say, apart from your former deputy governor, former governor Ganduje, the Central has always been playing a decisive role in who becomes governor. Will this calculation inform the eventual decision that your leadership is going to take on who will emerge governor?
It will not. You see, it depends on what the leadership decides. And we normally select our candidate not necessarily based on the senatorial district. We select them based on competence and other considerations, of course. And then once we have the candidate, of course, we can take a deputy from that senatorial district. We go to another senatorial district. But I can tell you, the uniformity in Kano is such that you can take anyone and from anywhere. Nobody will come and say, oh, this is Christian, oh, this is Muslim, oh, this is that, oh, this is South, this is North. Our members are our members. Some of them are not even in Kano. The ones in Ibadan, the ones in Enugu, the ones in Akwa Ibom, they are all there, wherever we go, they go. Forget about this NNPP to ADC to, even if you change again, they will follow. I can assure you that we don't change like that.
Okay.
And why we changed from NNPP to ADC was because the state government and even at this level,
national level,
went and, in our opinion, tried to put fire on the party. Otherwise, I didn't want to be that party. But the situation is such, it was such that I had to leave.
We want ADC with a similar problem, all these litigations and so on, because we have seen what happened in Zamfara and many other places. Now, even here, there in NDC, there are people who wanted to be mischievous, but it didn't work. I think just yesterday, the case that somebody has taken to court, they just throw it away. So we are lucky, we're happy. And I can assure you that the good people of Kano and Nigeria, especially in the north now, which the party asked me to coordinate, we are working very hard. We have been asking people from this part of the country to ensure that they register with the party and, of course, with INEC. It's very important. And those who are interested in contesting elections, they should move forward to ensure that they are well registered.
Well, finally, on Kano, what are the plans to ensure that you don't make what you have now considered a mistake of 2020? What do I mean by that? Several of the people that your movement gave the ticket left you together with the governor and joined. Do you put some measures on ground in the movement to ensure that it's like a commitment agreement undertaken? They have to sign up to ensure that they don't win on your movement or the party's ticket and move eventually after the election?
Yes, we intend to do that, and measures are already on the ground to make sure that only loyal party members are supported to win the election. But I can tell you, it is extremely difficult before election to identify such people. Most of them, if not all of them, will lie low. They look like Iraq before election. And once they get it, especially those coming to Abuja or even in Kano, and even in other states, when they hold it, then they fight back. It's not only in our party, NNPP or NDC. No, even in all parties. So many members from PDP came, they ran away. So many people from Labour also came. But when money was dangled, most of them decided to join them. That's why you have even governors now. Look at it, governors themselves. Really helter-skelter to be supported by the presidency to take their seats again by all means, because they rely on them. On the ground, nothing, absolutely zero. But their hope is that presidency or leadership at national level would use INEC, use security agencies, and later use courts to give them. That's their perception. But they didn't perform, they didn't do anything. And I can assure you the election of 2027 will be an election between the needy, the talakawas, the poor, and people who are finding it difficult now to feed themselves, and those who have eaten too much with portable bellies and so on. It will be a class sort of election, not the APC, not PDP, not this or that. So let's wait and see. But I think 2027 will be very interesting.
Finally, Senator Konkoso, you were once Minister of Defense. Over the years, Nigeria's insecurity problem has continued to fester. You've seen the security apparatus work at some point when you were here. What do you think this government is doing wrong? Just this week, there was another appointment, something we've never had in this country, a special advisor on homeland security. Do you think, first, this is a solution? And generally, what are they doing wrong?
No, you see, all of us who are in the extended family of security, very extended, we are very shocked, we are very surprised that what is happening today is happening in our country. I never thought that we would see this sort of situation in my lifetime.
Wait. If you were detained at any California women's prison, such as Chowchilla Women's Facility, Folsom, or California Institute for Women, a global settlement may become.
We believe in our military.
They are very disciplined, and they are well trained, committed. Things went wrong over these years, not necessarily in this administration. I believe since we left the government during the Obasanjo administration, because at that time nobody would accuse us of sleeping on the job. They may even accuse us of looking for those criminals who were being too hard on them. And that's how it should be. From then, many things have gone wrong to the extent that it's very easy, even in a village, for somebody to cross the road, go into the bush, and become a bandit. These bandits are well known in their communities, and especially the security operators, they all know them, they know their locations. But it's a big shame that they're there operating. Some of them are well known over the years. So from our own side, we believe that there is a lack of political will. There is lack of, once the right people keeping their eyes on everything and everybody, to the extent that we have failure everywhere in terms of security in this country. As we are sitting here, only God knows how many Nigerians are in custody of these bandits and criminals. And I want to take this opportunity to appeal to the military themselves to be more careful, especially that we have so many instances where the very members of the armed forces who and other security agents who are supposed to protect the people would go maybe through accident, and those accidents were avoidable, and kill innocent Nigerians in markets, in the villages, on roads, and so on and so forth. Under normal circumstances, that is not acceptable. And I think the government must also keep their eyes on some of those issues. We need more training and retraining.
We need more arms and ammunition and so on and so forth, so that everybody can be protected.
Okay.
As all these things are happening, we wouldn't know their location all the time. Yes. It happens in some of those villages and towns. It can happen anywhere. So let's come together, work together as a family in the country to ensure peace and progress.
Senator Musa Konkoso, it's been a pleasure having you on Sunday Politics. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and your plans ahead of 2027. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And viewers, that's our show tonight.
We got freedom, but do we get direction? From hope to confusion, from soldiers to suits, the question still remains. Now who do us this thing? Now who do us this thing? Now who do us this thing? Who carry Nigeria go this way? From oil to tears, from hope to fears, while we still pray. Now who do us this thing? Leader Years come and go. Some try small, some spoiler, but we still stay. Tafawa, yeah. Tafawa talk, unity, dream just begin. But power struggle scatter everything within. Coup after coup, gun replacement. Brothers turn enemies again and again. But once say no victor, no vanquish. But whom still they never vanish. Matala came sharp like fire, but bullet cut short that desire. Obasanjo hold on, hand down to civilians. But story no change for the common man. Now who do us?
Sharp carry time, money start to fly.
Economy weak, people they cry. Buhari come with iron hand, discipline strong, but hunger for land. Babangida, people still they vex. They set programs, scatter many necks. Abacha era, fear everywhere, money disappear. Truth no they there, hope they come, but they go. Nigeria story now up and down show. Democracy come, people shout free. But corruption still built kingdom. Obasanjo back again, second chance. But light still no day, no advancement. Gotta do a tribal helps no green. Jonathan come with soft energy. Transformation and the slogan, but insecurity still hold the nation. Buhari return, people believe. Change, now the world where them receive. But hardship rise, people tire. Fuel, food, everything they hire.
No be only leader, make me talk true.
Wait till we serve they do.
Wait till we said they do.
Hey.
Selling votes, keeping quiet. Why the system they riot?
If we know it, nothing go change. The future still there, our hands to arrange. Now who do us
This thing,
or now we do ourselves? If we don't stand for truth today, who go help ourselves? Now who do us this thing? Nigeria must rise again, from pain to power. This our hour. We don't go fall again.
no be only leader, make me talk true.
The story never
No be
finished.
only leader, make me talk true.
The next chapter.
No be only leader, make me talk true.
Now you go right
No
to
be only leader, make me talk true. No 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 be only leader, make me talk true.
Greetings, everybody. Now, welcome. Now, welcome, Michael. I see you. Kola, thank you. You're the first here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think I saw Mrs. Omoye earlier as well. Welcome. Now, well done. Now, see wetin the magic when the APC they perform. Did you guys observe the elections? Now, observe them. Let's take some of the videos. My question to NDC is that, are they watching closely? This is insight as to how the 2027 election is going to be. Okay? This is it. This is it right here. So I hope that the NDC is paying attention and people are realizing that these people, it's not English. Oh, if you are going to be voting, be ready. My question really is to NDC. Do they have things in place for this? I put the poll question out there. Please help me to answer. This is very important. Pay attention to how he's counting.
41, 61, 71,
Now here,
91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 106. 120, 130, 131, 132, 133, 134, 140, 142, 170, 171, 172, 180, 181, 300. Let's not count the women now.
Okay. Stop it. Mo ló láì kó lọ gba akíní lọ́dọ̀ bọ̀dé ni. Mo náà yẹ kí pè é wàláì.
201, 206, 209, 213, 214, 215, 217, 230, 232, 234, 236, 238, 400, 401, 402, 403, 404, 500, 501, 502, 503, 600, 601, 602, 603, 604, 612, 614.
Everybody shout Ola.
614, 700.
Shola.
Yes, this is 602, 603, 604, 650, 651, 652, 653, 654, 655, 656, 70, 700. Let's talk about 700 for now.
Una dey see am. We're going to see more videos.
The positioning.
More than listen to this coordinator of Directorate of Politics and Governance in ROCCG, Redeemed Christian Church. Okay? More than listen.
I quite appreciate the positioning of Pastor Orijic, and I'm glad that at a point, it was like he was expressing the fact that he's losing trust in the INEC as umpire, whether votes will count. But now retreated to say he encourages his members to go out there and vote. And by the grace of God, in the Redeemed Christian Church of God, I am the coordinator of the Directorate of Politics and Governance in Lagos Province 27. And I'm happy when this opportunity came, when the Redeemed Christian Church of God realized that you need to be active in politics, because my argument has always been that there is no separate market for the Pentecostals. We are all exposed to the economic environment and social environment. So we are mobilizing people not just to come out and vote, get registered if you're of age, but also to participate. I've spoken to many that from your ward level, you even know the politics going on there, because the politics we play in Nigeria is such that the candidates will be prompted from the primary. So are you relevant there? I've been monitoring a primary held in Lagos recently, and we read about the rancors and things like that. So we should all get involved. And I give kudos to my sister here talking about the Christians who are in government. What light are they showing? And I will bring that to the bigger picture of Pastor Ayo talking about the poverty in the land and everything, and the fear of borrowing. You know, what Proverbs 22:7 says is that the rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is a slave to the lender. Yeah, I quite agree that you need to borrow, but for what? You see, you don't dig yourself into a hole as if you want to be buried alive. The values of what you create with the money you borrow should be there for all to see, and it is development. So, and I want to connect that now with the plan to go to the World Bank and borrow. I did a research. The foundation of the World Bank is solving the crisis created by the Second World War, you know, rebuilding Europe when about 44 nations came together at the Brentwood conference. I said, let's see how we can raise funds to help. Then later it extended to some developing countries. But with all we have borrowed, what have we achieved, because it's about sustainable development. And if you look at the SDG of the United Nations that was activated in around 2015, 2016, and that will be evaluated in 2030, it is, zero tolerance for poverty, for hunger, and things like that. How far have we done? And that is why on the platform of public relations, the perception of the people is that, oh, we need this money for election. I was discussing with someone earlier today, and he told me the money is there amongst politicians. And Pastor Ayo Rijeshafo mentioned the fact that it's as if there are two worlds in Nigeria. The world of the politicians, where there are no problems, and the world of the citizens, where there are issues. And on the issue of hope, I've mentioned it, and I'm suggesting again to the president to look at the word hope, H-O-P-E. The H stands for help. You need to help your citizens. You need to develop them, like Sheikh Zayed did in the UAE. When you develop the people, you move the direction of development. Then the O stands for opportunities. Create opportunities for them. And you can check section 16 of Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended for that. The P talks about power. Let power be in the hands of the citizens. That is what our Constitution says.
In this conversation, I didn't hear the pastor talk about, we're going to mobilize for PVC registrations. We're talking to our members. We're galvanizing. We're explaining to them the importance of obtaining your PVC. Those who are turning 18, we have arrangements for none of that happened. I didn't hear that. Too. Let's go ahead. Let's move forward. Mona see NDC today for Bayelsa State. They welcome prominent Nigerians into the party. We're gonna take a look.
One of the leaders in the person of Chief Architect you can see it's
the arrival of my own brother, the arrival of the
right, let's move on to you guys get the okay.
Obi is the party. Obi is the platform. Obi is the
So
party.
many
Obi
campaign
is the election.
songs
Obi is
there,
the
and the
movement.
baddest
Obi is
song
Nigeria. Nigeria is
oh my god, I have to find a
Obi
way
is
to
the
put all of them
moment.
together.
Ah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Obi is the
Nigeria
platform.
get talent
Obi is the
live. Okay.
An actor is one. Kenneth Okonkwo is simply an actor. An actor is one who plays any assigned role after a hard.
He's playing a script. Is that what you're saying?
Clearly, the only difference is that he has changed stage. He was acting in Nollywood. Now he has moved over to the political.
Are you being fair to Mr. Kenneth? A lawyer.
He studied
He's a
law.
lawyer.
He studied law in between, but he's more. I don't think that he's known for the cases he has taken up in court. He's better known for his role as Andy in Living in Bondage 1993.
Are you being fair to
Mr. For any actor, you need to haggle a fee. And once the fee is right, you play your role. So he's not acting out of character. He's acting within character. So I don't see the strong views that he has expressed. I told you earlier in my first reply to your initial question that Mr. P2B is somebody that the government of the day does not want to be on the ballot. How do I mean? On April 4, 2025, the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court, gave a landmark judgment which clearly stated that the tenure of Barrister Julius Abure as national chairman of the Labour Party was effectively over. I was among those, along with Mr. P2B, Governor Alex Oti, senators, House members, and other stakeholders of the party that took certified true copy of that judgment to INEC in case they had not seen it.
That's a nice one.
And we are told that they will study it. They kept studying it from April until Mr. P2B left the party. Of course, we are also around and will have our ears close to the ground, because the INEC people had stated that they were under instructions not to release the party for as long as Mr. P2B remained there. So on December 31st, 2025,
it's static?
Almost 8 months afterwards, Mr. P.
Is it static? Christopher, welcome. You said I'm living in bondage. Oh my goodness. Is it static? Let me know if it's static. Anyone else experiencing it being static? Sound is good. Okay, let me play the
To be now frustrated with the shenanigans happening with the Labour Party, announced a move to the African Democratic Congress. Guess what? 4 days later, INEC, without any compulsion, issued a statement that the tenure of Julius Abure was effectively over. Why did it take 8 months to come to that conclusion? Then fast forward to ADC. Remember, I said he made an indication in Enugu, I was there too, that we would be joining the African Democratic Congress.
Kola, maybe you want
all of January,
go out and then
30
come
or
back.
31 days, nothing happened.
Thank you, guys.
All of February, nothing happened. Then on March 7th, Saturday, March 7th, we joined Mr. P2B to his village in Abu to get registered, because you only become a member of a political party upon registration. As soon as Mr. P2B registered on the 7th, I registered in my village on the 8th. Less than 1 week from that date, the case filed by Nofiu Bala on September 12, 2025, was suddenly resurrected and given accelerated hearing. Now my question is, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, former vice president of our dear country, with all due respect, had registered in the ADC since last year. Why didn't the courts suddenly become, efficient and effective in disposing of the case? But as soon as Mr. P2B registered, I'm speaking to facts. I want people to contradict me. I'd like to know what happened in January, what happened in February, until March 7th. And before March 15th, the case came up alive. And what we are now told was status quo antebellum, which INEC interpreted to its whims, showing that they were still after
We're glad to
one
hear
man.
that, Kola.
In such an environment, it is only a tree in the part of the country I come from that you will tell that you will cut it down, it remains standing. Else, the next thing to do is to know how to, in this case, further your political career. And if the space is constricted, then you have to move. But that's not the only reason. You join a political party believing that there are certain irreducible minimums. We also say in our parts that you do not, in a bid to save your mother, push your father to the ground. That's sacrilegious. This is a country made up of diverse ethnic, religious divides. And so it's a give and take. The convention that every political player has come to agree with is the fact that power should rotate between the North and the South. And remember that shortly, just about 4 years earlier, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and his PDP insisted, after 8 years
All right, Kola.
of
Noted.
former President Muhammadu Buhari, for power to still remain in the South, which was the whole essence of the quarrel between now Minister Nwike and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And we all saw the results. So now that power is in the South, brought about by even people like former Governor Nasiru El-Rufai, who are Northerners. He had to mobilize other Northern governors to insist that power should devolve to the South in keeping with that convention. So why would an Atiku Abubakar insist? It's his right, personal right. So for us in the ADC, we already had a David Mark as chairman of the party. And if Atiku Abubakar was going to run and probably emerge as presidential candidate, then we are doing the same thing a second time. And how do you expect a different result? So these are some of the key issues
Noted. Thank you.
surrounding the sojourn in the ADC.
When they don't collect this money, that's to say they don't do another picture of Kenneth with double mouth. Okay, we already listened to this video already. I think this was a Trust TV interview. He says, I'm convinced that Peter Obi is truly for a united Nigeria. Many people have twisted what happened in Imo State, the issue of the ID card. This is Kwankwaso talking, given to Northerners. I was the one who stepped in. You have all been hearing my interviews, the ones I have done and I'm still doing. There's no way people will say Northerners are being targeted without mentioning that I stepped in to resolve the matter. I, Rabiu Kwankwaso, intervened and settled the issue. It was not Anambra, it was not Peter Obi, it was an issue in Imo State, and I was the one who stepped in. The person involved is a friend of ours from the north. I do not know what happened to him. Maybe power got into his head or something else happened. I personally went to him and told him that what he was doing would not work and that others could also retaliate by doing the same thing. We discussed it, laughed over it, shook hands, and everything was settled peacefully. I was the one who arranged and resolved the matter. But despite all this, people still say Peter Obi was not like the North, or does not like the North, or that he hates Northerners. All those claims are false. They are huge and deliberate lies. Okay, you see, you notice how the Northerners are always coming to speak and intercede for their people? How many of your southern governors do that? The one that the one that Tinubu imposed on Edo State, when they had the issue with the Hausa so-called vigilante people, it was my governor that ran tail between his legs to go and beg, groveling before them, groveling and holding their leg and bowing down like a slave that he is, to please, and even paid them money. With all the pipe when they don't dey pipe for south, how many of them don't come beg una governors? Anyway, let's move forward. No time.
Democratic Party PDP, which led by Tanimu Turaki SAN, which is scheduled to screen former President Goodluck Jonathan tomorrow, Tuesday, as the lone presidential candidate of the party. Former Vice President Namadi Sambo, former Governor of Plateau State, Jonah Jang, and a former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Tom Ikimi, have been listed among a committee of 14 members to screen Jonathan, described as a lone candidate by the party. Well, the PDP faction backed by the Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde, also announced that it was set to screen 748 House of Representatives aspirants, 198 senatorial aspirants, and 112 governorship aspirants. It was Democratic Party PDP, which led by Tanimu Turaki SAN, which is scheduled to screen former President Goodluck Jonathan tomorrow, Tuesday, as the lone presidential...
If Jonathan come out, now disgrace he go collect. Mona go tell her, small children, they go take and do chewing gum. That's what will happen. He will be disgraced. The small respect that is left will be taken away from him. He should try it too.
Ayé Yorùbá ti bàjẹ́, Yorùbá ayé yín ti bàjẹ́. Ní Ìlọrin, àwọn Haúsá lé gbogbo yín kúrò nílùú. 23 villages, not lé gbogbo àwọn èèyàn kúrò nílùú wọn. 23, not lé gbogbo wọn kúrò nílùú wọn. Haúsá gba gbogbo rí kọ̀kọ́ ṣe sí. And ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní president tó jẹ́ Yorùbá. Ayé yín ti bàjẹ́. Tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Ìgbò. Ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀, Haúsá lè gbàrú ẹ̀ kí àwọn kan wá láti ibì kan wá gbalẹ̀ wọn mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ kí gbogbo aráàlú wa sá lọ tán. President yín orí kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe sí. Rí kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe sọ ọ̀rọ̀ òṣì lẹ́ ń sọ. Ìdílé ń gbọ̀n lórí social media. Ayé yín ti bàjẹ́ Yorùbá. Ìwà àtẹ̀dálẹ̀ òun ló ń bá ayé yín jẹ́. So nílọrin ní Kwara State, báwo ṣe máa gba gbogbo Kwara mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́ tó ṣe máa wòre. Ayé yín ti bàjẹ́, ìran Yorùbá, ìran òṣì níyín. Ayé yín ti bá ìran ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Ẹ máa dálẹ̀ ara yín dáyé máa fẹ́ parẹ́ ni. Ayé Yorùbá ti bàjẹ́. Wọ́n ti gba Kwara mọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. Ayé yín ti bàjẹ́ Yorùbá. Mo regret ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí o. Yorùbá òun ṣèyàn. Ayé Yorùbá ti bàjẹ́. Gbogbo ọgbọ́n àgbọ́jù òwe tẹni òṣì lẹ fi ń ṣe, ìranì lẹ fi ń ṣe. Ayé Yorùbá ti bàjẹ́. Àwọn Yorùbá gangan dà, àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re dà. Kò sáfẹ́nifẹ́re mọ́. Afẹ́nifóṣì, Afẹ́nifẹ́ ọ̀dẹ̀ náà ń wá. Ẹni tó máa gbé ráìsì fún, tó máa gbọ́jọ́ wájú ẹ̀ náà ń wá. Ayé Yorùbá ti bàjẹ́. Ẹni president Yorùbá, ìyá dẹ̀ ń jẹ yín, wọ́n tún lé gbogbo yín. Haúsá pa gbogbo wọn tán nílọrin. Ní Kwara wọ́n pa 23 villages, wọ́n lé gbogbo wọn kúrò tán. Ẹni president o, ẹni governor nílùú yẹn o, rí kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣe sí. Ayé Yorùbá ti bàjẹ́.
Una hear say they capture 45 people from Oyo State, from one community for Oyo State. The principal of the school, they remove his head this morning. They even video him. It's on video. I not fit to watch that kind of thing. I know my mind not carry me. I just see him body when they wrap for inside clothes. 45 people. There's a nursing mother amongst them that came out to speak today. Seyi Makinde come announce saying want to contest for president. 2 days after, they see what they do. I don't know. Can I listen?
The fear of APC should be the beginning of wisdom, should be the beginning of knowledge for everybody that meant well for Nigeria.
45 people for school, including the principal. Oh God. Some of the I go play some of the videos, some of them when they talk from when they take kidnap them. Apart from the principal, I don't feel bring that one. But yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Nigeria. And you cannot be a supporter of APC and expect we to see you as someone that is normal and sane. That's impossible. Recently, I made some videos showing my people how APC do their primaries. Jumping figure from 51 to 92, from 93 to 158. So I thought that was the worst they can do. But behold, I ran into another video and I was marveled. I want you to watch this video. It's an APC primary. This one, they did not jump any figure. They were counting accordingly. But you know what they did? When they got to a certain number, specifically number 15, they started ordering the people they've already counted to take a turn and rejoin the queue at the back. I don't know if you understand that point. If you are counted, you leave and then go back again to join the queue. That makes the queue never ending. You see the kind of demonic brain this APC are deploying. And these are the people who want to go into an election with a bare hand or with a normal, no, it's not going to happen. Well, in case for those of you that are Thomas, I will show you the video briefly. Just take a look at it and observe carefully. When the guy got to 15, he started ordering them to go back. You can APC, in fact, watch the video before I continue.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 22, 23, 24.
All right, so I sure you saw it, Abi. You noticed it. You see how demonic a people can be. That queue is never going to end. A queue that originally could not have been more than maybe 50, 60 persons will now generate numbers in thousands. Asking the person you've already counted to go to the back, and after being counted, the person move again. That is a possibility of counting one person 5 times, 10 times for as much as they pleases. This is the people governing Nigeria. And somebody expect Nigeria not to be where it is now. How? No, as how now? You cannot be governed by evil and expect to be doing well. And there are people I detest most in this whole of these things. That is the electorate themselves. I cannot be in a queue. Although maybe as APC members, maybe they are all involved in the same crime. But the person they are rigging out, because this is a rigging against a fellow APC member, is that justice? Rigging like this against one of your own, it should be the height of it. So like I've always said, I will say again and I'll continue to say, Nigerians, 2027 election, you're going to be eating on the same plate with the Satan himself. And they said in that, based on that, you always need a very long spoon. And the long spoon should be prepared. Whichever way they are ready for it, let's give it to them. Nobody has the monopoly of violence. I've always said this. The person that will be coming to break your own head will have to leave his head at home or else that body goes surplus. You get the point now. So I just want you to see the principality in high places that we as citizens are up against. Look at what APC is capable of doing. These people have no plans. They have no idea. They have no knowledge of anything positive, development and prosperity as far as national building is concerned. But when it comes to things, demonic intelligence, negative intelligence, they have it. As someone in the heart of their heart sincerely think this should be allowed to continue beyond 2027, I'm happy we are seeing what they are capable of doing now. This will enable us prepare fully. My fellow Nigerians, I don't know what you think about this, but I hope we'll be prepared. To be forewarned, they say, is to be forearmed. So 2027, we got to be ready. I am ready. Are you ready? Use the comment section. Thank you.
We need to bring back Riga Pie. That's what we need to bring back. Wanna listen to this?
I can't tell everybody. I beg, may we support Pastor Ezeyamo. Pastor Ezeyamo is the only man that can help Edo South. So useless and rejected, inbuilt betrayer Edo South leaders, they have supported the betrayer governor, the stark illiterate governor, ungrateful governor, Omoye. We know too well that there are useless people in Edo State, especially in Edo South, who don't know their left from right. In West Africa as a whole, Oriomo have the highest gas, no electricity, no road, no dispensary, no maternity, no hospital, no even bank. It's only Pastor Zeyam that can do it. They all collected money. They all collected money. Instead of them to support Pastor Zeyam is a lie. They hold on to the past. And if you now check my Great Edo people, most of those leaders you see today, those useless and rejected cockroach, those unripe mango leaders, 95% of them, Zeyam helped them to APC. They are all scared because they know that Zeyam know what they know better. And
exactly. Because I
will be the one that will help Edo South.
We share votes.
My people, anywhere you did for abroad, support Pastor Zeyamo. Anywhere you did for Edo State, support Pastor Zeyamo. I beg. I beg. There's nothing like when we come home, we have peace. Okpeworo, Obaseki is 1,000,000% better than Okpeworo. Governor Obaseki is 1,000,000% better than Okpeworo. Okpeworo is a very wicked and useless, rejected human being. I wish Obaseki didn't go to the palace side. I know I fought him of the Togbarians. And if you see most people that is with this man today, I told you that APC, that this stark illiterate, this unripe mango, Okpeworo, is PDP, is working for PDP, but they don't believe. I am begging all Edo State, Edo South. And this Okpeworo himself is only developing his own village. He doesn't care about the rest Asian people. Very wicked and heartless human being. A man without no wife. A man that doesn't have a wife. A leader that doesn't have a wife. That's for you people to know that this is not a responsible human being. He's a beast in a human.
No.
I am begging everybody. Let's support Pastor Zeyamo. It's a painful thing that you see some Ronigbe people who Pastor Zeyamo helped. They turn against him because of money. If you like, you have 1 billion. Not be Nigeria then, it go finish. It go finish. Not be Nigeria. It go finish. Any business where you like, put on. That is the home of jealousy. A land of jealousy, land of betrayal. I am begging all Edo Street, Edo South, let's support Pastor Zeyamo. Let's stand with Pastor Zeyamo. He's the only man that can help us. Oshomule, Danobi, those are wicked, heartless, useless people. Betrayers. I am begging everybody. Please don't forget to share and click follow to Now Never TV. Thank you.
We're not supposed to die. Anyway, let's move on. There's a hit on what is that they call him? Adekule Gold and his wife. Serious hit that they trend for Twitter. More now listen to this. This is another APC lunacy. This one happened in Bauchi. We couldn't hear. Now, Hausa that they speak are sure, but we go learn this Hausa together.
mai girma shugaban kasa da kai mai girma shugaban jami'ar APC na kasa mu yi Allah wanda da wannan tsari kuma ba mun tarci ba ba mu yadda da wannan layin da kawo ba wannan layin da ma mun ce za mu gani a wannan matakin ba mun ga irin abun ba abun da kai ba wani wuri da kai zabe ko ba mu sai zabe ba tun sai mu kenan kuma yanzu muna wurin ba za mu bar nan ba har karfe 9 da dare in har za su yi zaben daga nan zuwa gobe wallahi muna jira za mu jira amma tunda ba za yi ba mun ga salon kato bayan katon ku to ai gyara ma salon katon bayan katon na baya gyara ma na bayan da irin wannan in da irin wannan ne wallahi mun Allah wadare da wannan layi wannan mun yi Allah wadare a matsayin mu na al'umman jihar Bauchi ba mu aminta da wannan layi ba an cutar da mu an cutar da iyayen mu mata an tara su tun safe su jauri har yanzu wasu kare guda ba mun yi Allah wadare da shugabancin da na tabiyar APC shugabancin da APC daga sama har kasa mun yi Allah wadare ne Allah wadare ne
That's the magic, APC magic. Bauchi. Let me read it for you guys. So, God, I go. Here's what happened. APC primary election. People reportedly waited all day long for election materials, but nothing came. Eventually, no election took place, but APC still announced results for that place. This is what we are up against in 2027. I hope people are taking notes. May nobody come they do, we did not. You people are seeing it now. To collect your country back now. Okay, now, arrested bandits, they made shocking confession to soldiers, alleging that the Kwara state government supplied them with vehicles and weapons used for their operations. According to the suspects, government officials were directly involved, claiming that the operation was coordinated collectively and supervised by an individual identified as Victor. Clean English translation of confession. The Ilorin government provided us with the vehicle and the weapons. I swear, we all went together, including our leader, Victor. Everyone was involved. I'm not sure on a graphic image, so I can't show it. My first scroll up, my spy first. Whether no. Bad. Okay, moving on. All right. This is supporter of Obi Kwankwaso in Kaduna State today. They showed their massive show of solidarity and strength. Let's take a video. Moving on. It's the show of strength that they did earlier on today. And this is another Hausa man. He's speaking Hausa. He says, we're wiser now. The era of telling us not to vote them because they are Christian is over. The coming of Peter Obi and Kwankwaso has changed a lot of narratives. Man, they speak Hausa, so sorry. Okay, we don't get translator for House, so let's move on. It's about 9 minutes long. Okay, they brought back Rig and Pai. Obi Kwankwaso is our choice. All right. Okay. This is APC again. This is APC primary in Mushi College, Egbe. Is it Egbe? This is what it looked like. See, mad people. See. Okay. Another jam. Oh shit. Let me go back.
No more. No more. No more. United Front for Nigeria. Obi Kwankwaso, Mutiza, 2027. NDC, success from the fire. Sabua, Nigeria.
This election songs, Almost this song now, you fear campaign. More na see wetin APC they do this thing for electorate. See them, they give people 2-week-old chicken. I remember na watch. Hey! And these people collect them. They will. That's what they is standing for. Hey, that's what they are planning to use. Okay, Mona, read this thing for now. Peter Obi sold his wristwatch worth 300 million to sponsor the education of Nigerians. This was said by Yunusa Tanko, the Obedient Movement National Coordinator. Obedient Movement supporter, politician Tanko Yunusa has praised Peter Obi during a television interview, claiming that the former president sold his wristwatch worth 300 million, which he received as a gift. According to Yunusa, I heard Obi sold his wristwatch worth 300 million that he received as a gift so that he can use the money to sponsor the education of Nigerians. This is greatness. See Ododo.
Because Nigeria seems all right. It is very unfortunate because Nigeria seems to be helpless. Hence, APC will continue to rub it in their face. Because APC has made it clearly obvious that to be a member, to be worthy of flying their ticket, you must be either a past or present criminal. You must be, in fact, you must have this criminal tendency in you. Otherwise, you will not be qualified to join the APC. And remember, when you join the APC, all your sins are forgiven. Just like that of Yahya Bello has been forgiven and has been given a go-ahead to contest to be a Nigerian senator. You can see the news now. It says APC clears Yahya Bello orders to run for senatorial ticket. You know who Yahya Bello is, right? A two-time former governor of Kogi State, who is currently facing corruption charges, who is alleged to have looted Kogi State to the tune of 80.2 billion naira. The case is still with the EFCC. He has not been cleared. He has not been found innocent. But because he's in the APC, they will tell you it doesn't matter. Remember, this is the same party who, through the dead and useless National Assembly, has told the world that forgery of certificate is no longer a grant to disqualify anybody from contesting election. So you can forge certificate. You can even steal another person's certificate to contest election. All these are made possible by APC. Honestly, when I saw this news, I would have said I weep. But I already know Nigeria more than that. But I just want to bring it to you guys so that you will see. I mean, for those of you supporting this APC, are you human? No, are you really human? Now imagine the characteristics of things they want to assemble in the already useless National Assembly. Yahya Bello will be going to the Senate to do what? To make laws. What laws? No, tell me now, what laws will a man who is facing criminal charges for looting 80.2 billion naira is not it? See, no, let no one stupid idiot tell me he has not been convicted. Even if he's convicted, the APC will still forgive him his sin. So the APC has made it clear that to be a member, to be in that caucus, you must be either a past or present criminal. I think that's the exact meaning of the word APC. Association of Past and Previous Criminals or Past and Present Criminals. You get the point now. It's so embarrassing. I wonder how this even portray Nigeria before the international community. Somebody in a sane society, in those civilized world, when you accuse a political officer of theft or looting, they will just resign their position. But here, we present the criminal for election. Nigeria, we are cursed. Obviously, we are.
I don't follow that one, no. I beg. All right.
Government is afraid of the no longer news that the APC government is afraid of the 2027. If you look at the pattern that they are creating, is struggling to try to, arm twist, force political party, other political parties candidates who won election in 2023 against their own candidates, who are now elected officials of various political parties in the opposition. How they are trying to force them to cross over to the APC to show some level of force, you know that they are afraid. They are really panicking. And that panicking, yes, they are right to panic. Because since they got into power, they've done nothing than to worsen the economic conditions of our people. They've done nothing else than to make sure that the people cannot go to their farms, the people can't go to their worship centers, their church, and to pray, and their mosques. They have done nothing else than to make sure that politics become a luxury side for those in power. Living luxurious lifestyle, buying aircraft, even in terms of asking Nigerians to bear the condition of the austerity measures, buying beasts, a vehicle worth over 1 billion. So you look at these are not people who are interested to give you good governance. That's why they are afraid of election. Because if you are performing and you have a popular government, you will not be afraid of election. And for them, the Electoral Act, they don't want to pass it because they want mandate without legitimacy, just like what happened in 2023. You can struggle, and then the court will stamp the shenanigans, the charade of election conducted. So they cannot say that, oh, we have been elected. So they force themselves on the people. Because an electoral act that has to do with transparency, that bring credibility to the electoral process, that bring integrity to the conduct of our election, which will end up reducing voter apathy, which will encourage young people to participate. If you look at the data released by YAGA, you know that electoral credibility matters in everything we are going to do ahead of 2027. But I assure Nigerians, and I want to plead with Nigerians too, that they have to turn out, because this country's future depending on their participation. They do not want to pass the Electoral Act. The Senate is in cohort with the presidency, and they are doing everything not to pass the Electoral Act. They are setting up committee on committee. The former Director General of the campaign, which is former governor of Plateau State, Lalong, who is the chairman of the amendment committee for the Electoral Act, did not show up on the date that he was supposed to, come and present his own report of his own committee. In that present, the Senate also set up another committee inside the committee. They will continue to rigmarole around this whole process in order not to pass the Electoral Act, or pass it in an hasty way so that it will not be fully implemented. But if they are afraid of transparent election, what that tells you is that they know they have not delivered for the people. They have not performed to a place where the people can say we will elect you. Their numbers has greatly diminished. People don't believe in their government. People don't think that they have the capacity to deliver the goods that people need that can create posterity. And for the young people who are eating their own jobs, who think by praising government, you are destroying your future. You are reducing the prosperity of this country. Government is responsible to you. Government is your servant. You are not the servant of government. They are there to serve you. So don't make it look as if because they have gotten into power, they have become gods and that you have to worship them. The reason why politics now carry 90% of our daily activity for young people is because there are no jobs. If you are busy in factory, if you are busy in one place doing one work, or our IT system, if the infrastructure is well structured by the Ministry of Technology and Communication, you will not have time. So please, think of your own future and think of the future of your children before you think that political power, who will give you 20,000, who will give you 100,000 and say, oh, my leader, or in my place, they say, oh, my there. It's dangerous. Please, it's time for us to think for our country. Time for us to think for the future of our children.
Let those who have ear hear, so hear. Those who have ear, let them hear too.
No longer news.
We'll take another song.
For many years we did suffer. For many years we did suffer. Life just dey hard every day. Parents they cry for house. Children no see better way.
Bandits, they kill our people. Villages know they safe again. Families, they run from danger. Too much sorrow, too much pain.
Food don't cost, fuel don't high. Poor man no. Survive. Still politicians they promise while the people they cry.
Enough is enough. The suffering too much. Make we stand together now.
North and South unite as one. Make better Nigeria come. We want Obi and Kwankwaso.
Now hope for Nigeria.
From Kano down to Kaduna,
the people don't wake up.
We want Obi and Kwankwaso. We don't want suffer again.
This time we go vote wisely.
Make Nigeria rise again. Peter Obi do they steal public money. The man they talk about economy. Jobs for youths and better schools to help the nation move forward.
Don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let propaganda confuse you. Peter Obi wants better life
for ordinary Nigerians, and we know our brother well.
Rabiu Kwankwaso stand with poor people. He understand northern struggle. He know waiting people they face. Together both of them strong. Them fit change this nation.
Bring security and progress and peace for everybody.
My people, make we talk truth today. Them even use Muslim to deceive us. Them no say once many people here, Muslim. Emotion go rise quickly. But today, make we ask ourselves, did suffering stop? Did food become cheaper? Did insecurity end? No! Every day na hardship.
Every day na hunger.
Every day families they cry.
So this time,
make we know why our religion divide us again.
We cannot hate somebody because of religion.
Who are we to look down on God's creation?
God in his wisdom
put us together in one nation.
Muslim and Christian,
North and South, different tribes, one people.
We need to respect one another.
Okay, it's another song. Another beautiful song. I go compare this song.
He's not controlling the police. He's out. Peter Obi is not in government today. He's not controlling the police. He's not controlling the army. He's not sharing appointments. He's not distributing billions. Yet somehow, every conversation leads back to him. The ruling party attacks him. The opposition attacks him. Political analysts attack him. Even people who claim he's finished never stop mentioning his name. Why? Because there's something he has that many of them cannot buy, cannot steal, and cannot manufacture. And that thing is genuine connection with ordinary people. There is something I've noticed about life and politics. When you are truly different, people become more comfortable with your existence. You see, when a man becomes a symbol of hope, the establishment becomes nervous, not because of what he is doing physically, but because of what he represents mentally. Peter Obi represents disruption. He represents the possibility that politics may no longer be business as usual. And that scares people who have benefited from the old system for decades. That is why they try to frustrate him. That is why every statement he makes becomes a national debate. That is why people who pretend not to care about him still wake up every morning talking about him. Have you noticed something? Some politicians are in power, yet nobody discusses them. Nobody feels threatened by them. Nobody loses sleep over them. But a man outside government is shaking the political structure. That tells you something. Sometimes in life, when everybody is attacking one person, pause and ask yourself, what does this person carry that others don't have? Because people don't fight irrelevance, they fight influence. And sometimes, the more they try to silence a movement, the stronger the movement becomes. But let me also say this, no politician is a messiah. Citizens must never worship politicians blindly. A movement should always be bigger than one man. However, whether people like Peter Obi or not, one thing is obvious. He changed political conversation in Nigeria. He made young people believe that their voice mattered.
Once people begin to believe they matter, that is the beginning of every political revolution. History has shown us something. Systems often resist people who challenge the normal way of doing things. Not because those people are perfect, but because they threaten comfort zones. So the real question is not whether Peter Obi is perfect. The real question is, why are so many powerful people uncomfortable with one man who is not even in office? Think about that. And Nigerians, whether you support him or not, never stop asking questions, never stop demanding accountability, and never allow politics to become tribal hatred or blind loyalty. Because in the end, the real revolution is not about one politician. The real revolution is when people finally wake up. Peace.
I'm very happy that Randy Peters is running for election. I'm very happy that Aisha Yusufu is running for elections. And we are also hoping that more people that are on the media space that are speaking to get involved in politics. See, you don't know how powerful government is. Government is very, very powerful. In government, you have opportunity to do whatever you can do legally to support your people. Do you understand? Because if we have good leaders, Nigeria will not be where it is today. See, all that evil needs to triumph is for good men to sit down and do nothing. So all of you that are attacking activists for joining politics, stop it. Stop it. Let the people that have the mind, let the people that have the interest of the masses go into politics. That is what we need. And any young person that has indicated his interest for running for government or running for political office, we will support that person. That is my 2 cents.
Let them be hating. Now haters, now fool Nigeria. I've never seen a thing like that. Instead of hating somebody else, why don't you go and throw your hat in and show us how it's done? Instead of trying to hate those that are even stepping forward, why don't you throw your hat in now? If it's easy, run them. Not be to criticize. They go dey outside, they criticize those when they even try. You put your own head inside, make we see what you fit do. We need people now. We need people now, good people to rise to the occasion. Not to dey criticize. I beg you.
About the lack of transparency, integrity, and these are just my boys and girls. I'm here to tell you to pick up your PVC because there is no neutrality in politics. You either vote for your interests, sell your vote, or opt out and allow somebody else decide for you. You can also vote against your interests, but I don't think anyone willingly does that. So let's talk about it, because there is no such thing as a vacuum in politics. There's no such thing as a vacuum in the system in which we operate. You don't weaken a system by opting out. You weaken your position. And you also weaken maybe people who have the same interests as you, who are trying to stay in the system, because a lower voter turnout means that less votes decide the elections. We can talk about the lack of transparency, integrity, and accountability in our politics. We can talk about Butcher saying you only read where you're strong. We can talk about all of that later. But as of today, please pick up your PVC. You cannot say you're in a fight if you don't enter the ring. Please pick up your PVC and do it today. Register now. Don't wait for candidates or nominees or primaries or whatever. It's not when they blow you so they start putting it on your shoe. Please pick your PVC today. My brain is paining me. Because I see a lot of people saying that my vote doesn't count, and I understand why. And those frustrations are real. The frustrations are real. And the violence we have and suppression we have and the opacity we have in our system, they're very real. But that's not the conversation we're having today. The conversation we're having today is that you pick up your PVC. And also your vote does count, whether it counts for Indomie or egg or rice or 200 naira, 2,000 naira, it counts. Whether it counts for it even just being suppressed or people try to prevent you from voting, it does count. It counts to them. So it should count to you. Do not make it easy. Do not go into, I was going to quote a poem here, don't go easy into the night. Rage against the dying light. Please do not go easy. We have a lot of elections coming up. It's not just president. I think a lot of people have forgotten. We're also voting for governors and legislators. There are a lot of people on the ballot next year in January and February. Please pick up your PVC. I think right now in Nigeria, we're dealing with the consequences of too many good people opting out. And in their absence, that it is captured by people who are willing to fight, snatch it aggressively, and they're not necessarily accountable. They're not necessarily the most competent, intelligent, or they have the most integrity, but they're the ones in the ring.
Yep.
They're the ones in the ring. And if you're challenging a game that has, or a system that has been built over the years, entrenched over decades, it's not one day, it's not an event. It takes mobilization, it takes organization, strategy, and sustained movement in the right direction. So please pick up your PVC today. And please understand that frustration is part of the process. I will keep saying this, is part of the process in the history of humanity. Change, any social change you've seen, frustration and loss has been part of that process. It's not one day, it's not 1 year. Pick up your PVC. Thank you.
Una hear am o. Oh, okay. Neutrality is not an option. For those people that are knocking the activists that are coming out to even run, neutrality, if you feel run am, throw your hat in. Kene, welcome. I see you. Say you no get hat. Go and buy. Kene, you're not serious. Go and buy hat so that you can see the one to throw in. There's grassroots awakening. These people are still going place to place, preaching spreading the word. All right? Okay. So make we know wanna listen to this clip.
So guys, let's talk about this. I realize Nigerians are not even concerned about the important part of this situation, but let's talk about this. Please watch this video to the end, right? So the United States of America made a public statement that in a joint operation with the Nigerian military, they were able to unalive Abu Bilal, known as Abu Mainok, because he was born and brought up in Mainok in Borno State. Now, most people are saying, right, that the Nigerian military already in 2024 made a public statement that they've unalive Abu Bilal. And Nigerians, they focus on that. Now, let me tell you, I don't know why, but I know how many times we don't say we unalive Abu Bakr Shekau, because at that time, it was Abu Bakr Shekau. But before you know, Abu Bakr Shekau will pull out video, say it wasn't him. But at the end of the day, Abu Bakr Shekau is no more with us. But whether the army made a statement then or now, Abu Bilal has been unalive, right? But what Nigerians are not even concerned about is the fact that ISIS, an international terrorist organization, they are second in command globally in the world. They're Nigeria, not from Nigeria. Do you know what that means? ISIS, I repeat, an international terrorist organization where they cause problem for the world. They are second in command according to the United States. They are second in command globally. Now from Nigeria, Abu Bilal. Now most Nigerians don't understand this, that Boko Haram, bandits, they are not ISIS. Let me take you back how ISIS state involved themselves with Nigeria terrorist business. ISIS never reached out. ISIS never reached out to Nigeria. It was Abu Bakr Shekau that reached out to ISIS, that he wants to pledge an allegiance, that he needs ISIS. This was March 7, 2015. Then Abu Bakr was brutal, wicked, heartless, the kind of soldiers ISIS need. And for some reasons, ISIS wants to conquer the world. So they need a base in Africa. West Africa get problem, and in Nigeria, Boko Haram. And they've seen the record of Abu Bakr Shekau, that he is heartless. But one thing ISIS never understood was how deep Abu Bakr Shekau was, like how evil he was, how deep he was into being a devil. March 13, 2015, ISIS agreed to work with Abu Bakr Shekau. Abu Bakr Shekau wanted to conquer beyond Nigeria. In 2015, he never even conquered Nigeria, but he had the power, He had everything, the soldiers and everything. He wanted more. International Connect, ISIS. So when ISIS agreed to work with him, they decided to change the name from Boko Haram to ISWAP. That is Islamic State of West African Province, West African Branch. Nambi Abubakar Shekau is the leader of ISWAP. Then, in 2015, that is ISIS West African Branch, day for Nigeria. But then, Abubakar Shekau had a second in command, Al-Banawi, who was the son of the founder of Boko Haram, Muhammad Yusuf. Stay with me. When Muhammad Yusuf was unalive in 2009, Abubakar Shekau took over. Then, Al-Banawi was the spokesman for Boko Haram. But you know, Papa, the founder, he grew up in rank, he became second in command to Abubakar Shekau. Now, when they became ISWAP, no longer Boko Haram, it's now ISWAP. They now work with ISIS, an international terrorist organization. They are now more powerful. But ISIS realized something. Now, according to some captured Boko Haram commanders, in 2016, ISWAP split. Why? Because ISIS realized that Abubakar Shekau, the leader of ISWAP, was unaliving both Muslims. He was unaliving Muslims. He was using children and women as suicide bombers. I told you guys, I shared a story with you guys one time, a long time ago, that there was a time Boko Haram came to our location in Borno State. They came with women and children. We couldn't fight back. They did behind those women and children. They released shots. We couldn't fight back because children did their women did there. So women are even pregnant. So we had to withdraw, and they dislodged that location. So he was the devil. And ISIS wanted ISWAP to focus more on unaliving Christians. But Abubakar Shekau, if imams speak against Boko Haram, they will go for the imam, they will burn the mosques. They were unaliving Christians and Muslims. So Abubakar Shekau was not ready to follow command of ISIS. And Al-Banawi was also against his mode of operation, that is Abubakar Shekau mode of operation. So Abubakar Shekau was like, I know they do again. I know they do with ISIS again. This was in 2016. So he decided to split. But then, Al-Banawi, being his second in command, decided to stay with ISIS. That is the ISWAP. And he had some loyal soldiers with him already. ISIS did behind them. So Abubakar Shekau left with some of his soldiers. They were still loyal with him. So they now became enemies. This was in 2016. We now had Boko Haram and ISWAP. So Boko Haram went back to unaliving Christians, Muslims, soldiers, anybody, as long as you're a human being. I don't even know why somebody would be that evil. But ISWAP, on the other hand, they focus more on unaliving Christians and Boko Haram members because they are now enemies. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. Listen to this with an open mind. Drop religion aside. These are terrorists we're talking about. ISWAP wanted to focus on unaliving Christians. While Boko Haram, Abubakar Shekau, was interested, he was focused on unaliving anybody, as long as you are against them. So now they became enemies. This started in 2016 when they split. So this whole back and forth, they were attacking each other. Then May 2021, ISWAP and Boko Haram had a confrontation. ISWAP started gaining ground against Boko Haram. Abubakar Shekau knew it was about to be over, but he decided to unalive himself with some of his lieutenants, some of his soldiers. So he blew himself up, committed, then ISWAP became more powerful over Boko Haram. But most Nigerians don't know the difference. They call all of them Boko Haram because most Nigerians don't even know when they made that agreement with ISIS and when they became ISWAP, from Boko Haram to ISWAP, and when they split. But after Abubakar Shekau was, unalived himself in May 2021, October that same year, 2021, the Nigerian army unalived Al-Banawi, the commander of ISWAP. Now, I don't know, but I feel that is when, Abu Bilal took over as ISWAP commander, and he started moving from ranks until he became second in command of ISIS globally. Do you know how brutal and heartless you have to be to attain that position? ISIS is a global, international terrorist organization. I might left out some details about this whole thing, but I'm just trying to let you know that Abubakar Shekau was the one that invited ISIS, that brought ISIS into Nigeria because he wanted that international connection, that power. But then, ISIS control him. So after he pledged his allegiance, he decided to split because he felt they wanted to control him. But his second in command, Al-Banawi, also did not like his mode of operation. So when he decided to leave, Al-Banawi decided to stay with ISWAP. And he became the commander. While Abubakar Shekau went back to being the Boko Haram commander, then the both became enemies. Until this one unallied himself and the Nigerian army unallied Al-Banawi. But the problem is the fact that a Nigerian terrorist is the second in command of ISIS, not just in West Africa or Africa, but globally. That means Nigeria, this is beyond.
Nigeria, we hail thee. We send hailings to thee. Hey, more. Hey. That's the same song. Song, Yekpe. See, I think that's the same song with this. Let me just see. Yeah. Naim. More. See as they take out the second in command worldwide for the whole of the world. Terror, ISIS leader, second in command leader. They showed us a clip. They can't Defense News Nigeria too can't carry the information. Anyway, let's move forward.
Title of your song now is Tinubu, come down. We don't want you again. No verse. You carry protest, enter street vibes. Your hand. All right. Title now. Come down.
Oh wait, so are you guys hearing me? Is it still connected?
Jesus, I don't tire. Oh my God.
I beg. Hey, we've had enough of that. Okay, meanwhile, Obi Kubana, village boy don't win city boy. Village boy don't win city boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, family boy. I think you guys know that this thing, I don't want to do volley anymore. Everybody asking me, is it like you don't have AC? Is it like no, there's AC. It's just that it's where the G's catch me that I do deliver it. Now, a lot of messages I've received today, a lot of threats I've received today because of this hammer that I'm dishing you guys. A lot of my family members, they even call intervention. They say, stop hammer. It's not for a man. Don't do hammer anymore. I say, I can't do anything about it. It's like a dog. I'm addicted. The way I'm addicted to hammer, that's why a lot of people are addicted to hate watch. Hate watching. I think it's only in football that they used to do hate watch. I don't know why people have carried hate watch inside politics. Kubana chief priest. Oh, you guys, this is what I'm doing. You allow somebody to drag his helper. You people have been celebrating on his. They are celebrating. They say, Kubana chief priest, he lose primary election. In fact, if you see the way they even do that caption, they say, hello, APC city boy coordinator of Southeast loses his primary APC election. Come and say, everybody, jubilating. What have they not say about chief priest today? I say you used to hate watch into all the industries. You say, city boy, you know have ticket to go to a city. What are you people saying now? What are you people saying? Why are you guys saying this? It's like, city boy, that they are showing Pepe that how will he see 10 million votes to gather for Tinubu when he cannot even win his local election? Nigerians have bad mouth. Nigerians have bad mouth, but you will not know until you see the tweet where the person say, they say, Cubana shift priest. They now change it to Cubana shift, please. And they die. Nigerians. May somebody not be you guys victim. You guys, you are cooking. You guys are cooking. Anyway, everybody's happy because apparently the enemy of my enemy is my enemy or something that is my friend. Everybody say, they don't like how Cubana shift priest. But he demarcated their region. But he sold out his people. Now, the people that he sold out his people to have sold him out. He said, Cubana shift, he said, he don't want to steal money. So they stole his money and ran away. He said, Sayonara, please, you guys will not get my life to end. I'm quitting.
Oh, more. If you see the number of content that they don't do on top of Cubana chief priest, so now go fear Nigerians. Cubana chief priest don't hear now. They say village boys have dealt with city boy. That's the news. Say village boy don't overthrow. Village boys have overthrown city boys. Say a message to the youth.
Every Nigerian youth supposed to be activists. Every Nigerian youth supposed to speak up for himself.
Wallahi.
Every Nigerian youth supposed to get courage to speak out. I don't know when I will get brave. Every Nigerian youth supposed to be VDM of his own. Every Nigerian youth supposed to be activated on his own. Guys, looking at this, na third brain they think, life don't pass all this one at the think,
That's a fact.
And because when they think with na brain, people go come outside, they do nonsense. They siphon una. Nigerian youths, just calm on down. Enough is enough. We they put an end to so many things. Enough is enough. Guys, make una dey think with una brain. Every Nigerian youth supposed to be activists.
With the way Nigeria be now, I agree. Completely agree. I agree. Another song. Here we go. Hey. Anyway, this was talking about, you know how they came out 2024, the military came out and said they don't already buy the second in command. So this guy was sharing his own thoughts on it. Anyway, Mona see see wetin dem dey share for here. Mona see bundle. This is APC action. This is it. Money when they for take give people water. Okay, so this man here say, Tinubu, do you know Arewa at all? We will surprise you. Do you see those governors? We will surprise you. You will know that you do not know politics. You have made so many promises that you have failed woefully. You have taught us to be selfish.
Ka ebo su da tsiya da arziki ka tara kana ganin wasu ne dabara? To billahi lazi ka kashe kanka.
That's the summary of what the man is saying. Moving on. We don't already watch these numbers. See them. All the APC rigging. See them in 4 frames. Mona not forget Aisha o. Aisha for Senate. Mona not forget Peter Aka o. Peter Aka for Ogala, for Ogoja. Representing Ogoja. Mona not forget o. Those are the people that we have. All right?
Peter Obi went to the ballot box with Tinubu in 2023 when he no even get structure. He went with Baba Ahmed when nobody even know Baba Ahmed. He scored Tinubu, he defeated Tinubu, he knocked Tinubu, wetin no good. And only Tinubu know the exact result of wetin Peter Obi score for 2023 when he does not even then, Kwankwaso no even to believe in wetin in dey do. What of now? Where Kwankwaso dey in the picture. Now that Kwankwaso is in the picture. And everybody we want talk true knows say Kwankwaso no be small name for North. Kwankwaso reign no be only for the state where you think. Kwankwaso reign is all over the North. You see why they don't want him for ballot box. But Peter Obi and Kwankwaso was so smart. That shows that they are working together. Two of them left the party when they know because assuming it was when Peter Obi was working alone, Kwankwaso self get intels because he know wetin you know. Kwankwaso don't look and say, Omo, there is something about this guy, you. I missed it before in 2023. I'm not gonna miss it again. Now, these are two gladiators. Kwankwaso is qualified enough to be president too. He has what it takes. And trust me, there is tendency Peter Obi will hand over to Kwankwaso. He go continue the good work. There is tendency as he stands now, he will hand over to the North. He will hand over to the North because Kwankwaso self has what it takes to be president. We don't do sentiment. Kwankwaso self has what it takes to be president. So if Kwankwaso can work with Peter Obi now, why not Peter Obi can also work with him? It's a win-win something. So with that kind of ticket, the Northerners are not left behind. Because Kwankwaso actually has their interest at heart. He is the one now playing the best politics for the North, not Atiku. Atiku will not win in ADC. He will not. I won't take do the magic. The person where he put hope will don't even disappoint him. Sheyi Makinde is contesting on another party. The person he won't go collect more. Now so he do for Okowa. You see, he do Okowa like this through where? Now that one day for APC. Sheyi Makinde go one go put, but Oga, they call him, say, Oga, with this place where they go, no road. Coupled with when Peter Obi pulled out. What do they find for ADC again? You notice that since Peter Obi left ADC has been silent. The only thing we make us hear about them now all those are where they did, we go break knot, break door, find yourself in that. That was the only reason why we heard about it yesterday. If not, that place now don't become, even Godwin Akpabio talk am now. Now people will know who Peter Obi be. They know say Peter Obi and Nigerians now like this.
Anyway, my people, that's all the video I have for you people today. I say make a quick this morning. Yeah. But my only thing when I would tell people, we say, Mona, sensitize your people back home. We need to go and collect their PVC. It's not a joke. This is not a drill. Everything, all these videos you are seeing of APC rigging, that's exactly what's going to play out 2027. If you're not sure you're not put body, 2027 we're going into a war. 2027. Nigerians need to be ready. If you are not ready for 2027, don't even go there. No talk about that. And they wonder, all those agberos, person they know their siblings, they know where they come from. They're not they familiarize with them to get to know them, because I mean there were agberos that were running after Peter Obi everywhere he goes. How about us finding a way to reach out to them also? I'm just saying, no, what do I know? So my people, tell your people back home to go and collect their PVC. You to collect your PVC, because some of us here are traveling back home to go and vote. Sensitize your village people, so that city people will not come and collect a soup from their hand. Okay, so now here we will leave them for now, but I'll see you guys on my next one. I'm not sure when, but we'll play it by ear. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Oh, the poll. Omo, 77% say no. Is NDC ready to deal with APC rigging? 71%. One person don't vote yes. 71% say no. 29% say yes. So we go see. All right, my people. You go be now. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you. Hey, Oriyomi, you are just entering. You go play, you be replay gang. Replay gang gang. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Kene, Kola, Michael, everyone that was able to be here today, thank you very much. I'll see you on my next one. Bye.